up, guys? Lord Respawn here. Welcome to the video. So, if you've been following the Pokemon Company, following my social media, following whatever, anything Nintendo related, you know that we have a brand new Pokemon trailer that we are going to go over today. It's got a lot of news in it, a lot of cool things that were announced, as well as some things that weren't announced in the US trailer, but were in the Japanese trailer. So we're going to hit on that at the end of the video. But for now, let's walk through everything that is in this video. Now, please keep in mind, it is slowed down because of copyright stuff. Anyways, Pokemon will flag it, anyway. So here we are, opening trailer. This is the US version, and as you know, we got Score Bunny there. We've got some normal just gym leaders that we already knew about. Gigamaxing, all that, Dynamaxing, all that good stuff. We got the open area. So it's pretty traditional. You got the ghost gym leader right there. Opens her eyes. Kind of creepy, honestly. Kind of creepy. So it starts off with new Galarian forms. This is where things, it's right off the bat, get really, really cool. So the first one that we have is a Weezing, right? So here it is, the first Galarian form that it appears in this trailer. It's Weezing, and I mean, honestly, like, to me, this Pokemon is incredible, right? It's like creative. It's got like the smokestacks on top of its head. It's got the green smog around it, if you will. It just looks great. Like, I really do. I love what they did with it. It's one of the more creative alternate forms in a region, or region-specific forms that they've made. So there it is, using whatever move that is. I'm not 100% sure. So here it is. We're gonna let this go, but it is a poison and fairy type, so that is really cool. I think it's the only one that has ever been made into a poison fairy. I don't think we've ever gotten one of those. So that's cool. So Weezing, just on social media, I've seen very positive reviews on this Pokemon already. So that's huge. Here we have another one. It's Zigzagoon, and if you look at it, it's obviously the game is based like in Ireland, UK kind of feel. And as I did my research, obviously, there's been a lot of a punk rock culture in that area, right? So it's got the stars around the eyes and the black and white. So, small touches, pretty cool that they do that. But I really like this form. This one's going to be dark and normal. And I was a big fan of Zigzagoon when I used to use him. What is that, Gen 2, I believe. One of my favorite Pokemon. I know it's not like a big deal, but and then you've got his evolution as well. It's got that same thing. It's got the long tongue. Think of like Kiss, the band Kiss. Is kind of what they based it off of, which is, kind of cool. It's not my music scene, but I can respect the references and the creativity there. All right, so again, you got that dark and normal. The abilities there, you got pickup and gluttony. So Lanoon is who that is. And then we get into this special part of the video where you see it start to evolve, and you're like, wait a minute, it did not have a third evolution. But here we are, guys. Here we are. We get a third evolution for Zigzagoon. Here we go. It is like a giant lead singer or lead guitarist of a metal band in the 80s. So it's Obstagoon. You got dark and normal. We're going to pause right there for a minute. Reckless and Guts are the ability, or is the abilities. And it's got like the jacket on. It's got the long tongue. He's just ready to rock, right? And again, that dark and normal stays true. Very cool though. Very, very cool. And here we have it. You got the third evolution, and this is one where they're adding an evolution in a later region that's region specific. That's something we really haven't seen much of. So it's a very cool aspect that they're kind of adding into this series. So let's continue to watch what's kind of going on here. Some new battle types, very cool. You've got a form-changing Pokemon discovered in Galar. So let's see, or Galarian. Let's see what this is all about. Yep, guys, it is basically a Pikachu that looks like one of those ice cream things with the 3 different flavors. And I mean, it's kind of cool. It's got 1 tooth, which is a little weird. But you got the yellow, the black, and the dark yellowish, I guess. Cool little hamster wheel circle move. I don't know what that's called. So one thing I do want to point out is MORPEKO. That's who this Pokemon is. And this is the full belly mode. Okay? It's electric and dark. And its ability is Hunger Switch. That's important for the next part of this video. So MORPEKO, full belly mode, so he's happy, right? He's got a full belly. Then you get into this thing right here. We're just gonna let it populate. He turns into this evil purple hamster that, like, you don't want to mess with. Okay, like, you do not want to mess with this guy. So MORPEKO, hangry mode. Yes, it is. That is legit. That is not a fake. That it is legitimately hangry mode. Oh, so the aura wheel. That's right. So it changes from electric to dark. So every time it switches back and forth, it goes from electric to dark. Something specific with MORPEKO, it switches back and forth between these 2 variants every other turn. So, or every turn. So it just keeps going back and forth with every turn. Every time it attacks, it'll switch. And then the next time you'll attack with the other one. So it's kind of a cool dynamic that they're adding. You know, I wonder if they're going to bring it to other Pokemon. Who knows? But it's definitely an interesting aspect to the series. I mean, honestly, and I mean, they had to bring back some kind, or make some kind of Pikachu variation. It just didn't make sense that, or wouldn't make sense if they didn't do anything like mouse hamster related. So it's also cool they have Minikyu right there. It's a cool little addition. It's like knocking that one out and then bringing in the new one, I guess. So we're going to, okay, let's compete with new rivals. So we're going to meet some new people here. Who's next? We got like an old lady. And her name is Bede, or Betty. Maybe it's Betty. I don't know. But she's got the little wristband on. You know, she's like an OG trainer. You don't want to mess with her. Although we all definitely are. So she throws out the slimy green thing from I don't even know what gen. And then we meet this punk rock hipster-like lady. She's got the new Pikachu. Yes, I'm calling it the new Pikachu. And we're going to find out who she is right now. So let's see. She looks important. So it's Marnie. And she looks like she can battle. I mean, I'm excited to see if we get to battle her, or I think we do get to battle her. Yeah, I would imagine. And then it goes into, we meet the people that are going to be the bad guys in the game, right? This is Team Yell. And it's Marnie's Wild Fans. So obviously, if you know anything about the UK region, they're big in the punk rock. They're big in the football or soccer, depending on what region you're from. They're big into that game, which is kind of where you get like the horns from. That's like a football thing. And then you've got like the crazy fans that are just like, it's basically Team Skull, right? I did see some people say that this is worse than Team Skull, but honestly, I don't think it is. Team Skull was pretty bad. It was just bad. Yeah. So here's a battle. He's calling in his people. Slow-mo. Throws it in. Action shot. He throws out the Zigzagoon. I mean, honestly, that's the perfect Pokemon for him to have, right? And then you've got, you know, you just meet him in this random building. Whole squad is chilling. They're surprised because their idol shows up and probably tells them to chill out. You know, you've got them cheering in the background for Marnie. So, I mean, they're just all in on this Marnie chick, you know, which is kind of cool. It's a cool, like, just, it's going to be cool to see how this, like, you know, materializes in the actual game. So there you have it. Releases November 15th. And then, let's see here. So like I said, there was stuff that was not shown in the US trailer. That was shown in the Japanese trailer. And that is Poké Jobs. So it looks like this. Let's see if I can... Oh, no, I can't do that. Okay. This is what it looks like. The Poké Jobs kind of, I guess, menu when you pull it up. There's the word I was looking for. But what Poké Jobs are is, you know, a big part of the Galar region is Pokemon and people working together to get things done. And then, so they created this Poké Job thing where you can send your Pokemon off. They can do jobs for different companies and universities in the region, and they will be rewarded with experience points, which is kind of cool. You know, it's a cool aspect. So here are the different jobs that you do. So you send them from your PC, from your box. And it's just like, you know, construction needs power, you know, muscles. So you need like big Pokemon. You got to send 7 of them. And then you choose Pokemon in your boxes. Here's a look at what the Pokeboxes are going to look like. That's kind of cool. I don't know if we've seen that before. Here's the animation of the Pokemon coming back and completing a job successfully. As you can see, it looks all happy and cool and fun. And then here's the experience points that each of these particular Pokemon received for doing a good job. So that's really cool. Another thing that has been confirmed is Rotami. It's basically a Rotom-powered PC. And yeah, I mean, that's incredible because this is within the Poke Center. And you can see Rotom is at the top of the box, so it is going to be Rotom powered. I think there's a few other things that are also Rotom powered. So yeah, I mean, a lot of cool stuff, guys. Honestly, a lot of cool stuff. Let me open this up real quick. So we met some new people. Let's end it on these new Galarian forms. And yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, there's so much that happened in this video. It didn't seem like a lot, but when you break it down and talk about it, it is indeed a lot of information. So a lot of cool stuff. Some of the leaks were true, some of them were not. So, you know, obviously we didn't get the evolutions we were hoping for. We didn't get legendary Pokemon, but there's still several months before the game releases. And I would imagine we're going to get a few more trailers that are going to announce things. So, guys, drop a comment. What do you think about the newest Pokemon Sword and Shield video that has been released, all the new content? Would love to hear your feedback. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Drop a like, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.